Early morning, wherever you happen to be dialing in from, because those of you over in over in Australia, wipe that sleep out of your eyes. All right. My name is Terry. It is great to have you with us, and I'm going to be walking you through some things that, well, I'm stoked about. And so if you've never been on one of these with me before, every once in a while, my energy is a little bit more than it is normally, and that's today. So strap on, and we're going to have some fun. But I am going to explain to you exactly what's going on. I will take about 22 and a half minutes to do that. And after about 10 minutes, you'll know exactly whether or not you're going to hang around for the last 10 minutes of this. But honestly, we are very, very excited about what we have our hands on. We got blessed about 9 months ago with an extract that we never saw coming. And we had been building a company called Marketplace Global. And the idea that was birthed at that point, this is August of 2022, was that we would build a marketplace of products where we could have all kinds of different product services that come in, and really didn't matter what the brand was. We just needed it to bring a lot of value to the members, fit into our compensation plan, and preferably be like one-off products that you can't just get anywhere else. That's the desire. And so if a product did that, at least it would be a candidate, and we'd look at it to see about bringing it into our marketplace. And we were doing that, all was good. We were clicking along for about 20 months, but it was just kind of like, it was okay. We were just kind of plodding along like pretty much the rest of the industry. And then on April 20th of last year, our founder got a phone call that changed everything, literally. We did not see this coming. We take no credit for this whatsoever, but we were in position. And the reason we were in position is because the founder of our company, Randy Tyner, has been in contract packaging and manufacturing now for 25-ish years. And he does all kinds of packaging for various companies inside the network marketing industry, outside. It doesn't matter, all that stuff. And that's what he does. And one of the things that they do, they have a technology that does what are called easy snaps like this. Anyway, he got a phone call from a pharmaceutical manufacturer, and they had done business together before. And they said, hey, we have this extract that doesn't fit who we are, meaning they're a pharmaceutical manufacturer. They make drugs. And they were tasked 10 years earlier to find a weight loss drug. Well, they started down that path, but they were aware of some research that had happened in the previous 60 months or 60 years. So this is going back now 70 years, guys, where this extract had been isolated out of the hop flower. Now, this is hops, what's used to make beer, those same hops. Naturopaths have been using hops for decades, but it's always been for anti-anxiety, to calm yourself down. I mean, think about it. They make beer with hops. You have a couple of 3, 4, 5 beers, and you're pretty calm. It's the same thing, except without all the alcohol. In the hops, what they use. Now, what this was something completely different. This is what's called a matured hop extract. And if you want to go Google, feel free to not believe me. Feel free. Okay, go do your own research, but do the right research. Matured hop extract. Very, very specific. All right. Or more specific, matured hop bitter acids. I'll come back to that in about 5 minutes. Matured hop bitter acids. Now, the other thing you want to check out is something called the vagal nerve, because right back in this area right here, you got one and I got one. And it is responsible for a lot of stuff in the body. Your whole digestive system, the liver, kidney, pancreas, all related to the vagal nerve. Heart, lungs, controlled by the vagal nerve. What the heck? Reproductive. So these things are big, big deals in the body, and almost no one knows anything about their vagal or vagus nerve. It's the same thing. So when you start to understand the relationship between what MHE does in the body and why the vagus nerve is so important, you'll understand why we are so excited about this. So back to my story. We got this phone call, and they said, hey, we've been able to extract this isolate. And the thing that's unique about it is they were able to get it done at a cost that could actually allow it to be brought to the market. All the others, it was like $500,000 to $1 million per gallon worth of cost to extract it. So they come to us and say, we're not the company we're not going to take this to the world. We need somebody to do that. That became us. So between April 20th and June 15th, we worked it all out. And on June 15th, we launched what we lovingly refer to as PHIX. What is in this guy is matured hop extract and purified water. That's what's in here. And so this natural extract has some amazing health benefits. And this is why these companies kept trying to figure out how to extract it, because of what I'm about to share with you. So as they were doing this way back in 1953, where it first began, they only were able to collect a gallon, but it cost $1 million, so there was no way to go forward with it. But they had humans try it out. And what they found was that there was a potential for reducing the visceral fat that people have. And if you guys don't know what visceral fat is, it kind of hangs around this general area of your body, around the organs, around the torso, and it's really bad for you. This starts to gunk up, that's the medical term, gunk up your operating system. And so this goes in and reduces all of that. Well, one of the things we started to understand was when you have too much bad fat. So you got good fat, what's called brown adipose tissue. Then you got bad fat, white adipose tissue, visceral fat, and subcutaneous fat. What the heck? That's that jiggly stuff that hangs out on top of the visceral fat. And so those are both bad fats. So what this goes after is that deep down stuff. But what that deep down stuff leads to are things like high blood pressure, high blood sugar, diabetes, cognitive issues, digestive issues, autoimmune issues, inflammation, heart disease, cholesterol, all kinds of things for which Big Pharma is happy to sell you drugs for the rest of your life to mask all those symptoms. But if we could go in and reduce the visceral fat, perhaps it would have an impact on these other symptoms that come from it. And holy moly, is that not exactly what we found? Because on June 15th, when we launched this guy, early July, people started to receive it. And by mid-July, you guys, we were hearing back from people about amazing stories. Like, we're going, what? Well, I don't even think we can say these things. And so anyway, here we are 7 months later, 40,000 people have joined because what we have works really well. And when you start talking to people in our world about fat loss with no side effects and all natural, a lot of people are interested. So let me walk you through how this works. It'll be about 15 minutes and we will be done here, and you will know whether this is for you or not. So we are talking about burning fat, specifically smarter, not harder. Total paradigm shift. Okay, this is not like what you might have ever experienced. You know, you hear about fat burners and you get the heart palpitations, you get the jitters and all this stuff because because they're putting synthetic things in there, or things that create, they're not activators. They do different things in the body. What we have actually activates your body to operate correctly. The word I was trying to think of was stimulants. The stimulants, those do short-term things, but they're not great for you. This is completely different. It's actually the opposite. So like I said, this has never existed before for human consumption, other than the handful of people, or however many there were, that did the trials. And there's a German study, there's a Japanese study, all these different things that are going on. You can go look for it. I got all the documentation when we get done. And you can go look at all this stuff. But they found the same thing over the course of time, that good things happen in the body. It's plant-based, all natural, colorless, odorless, and tasteless. It's like water. If you didn't know any better, you'd think it was water. No side effects. No clinical side effects. And what I mean by that is, you know, you see prescription meds being advertised, and then they got this long list of all the potential side effects. Our potential side effects are better sleep, more relaxation, better focus, you know, no brain fog. Those are the side effects you get here. So that's what's going on. Now, let me explain the whole thing to you. Give me 4 minutes. I will explain how and why all this works, and then we'll get to the end of this. So look, your body, my body, we need something called energy to live. And that energy we take in the form of food and drinks. They have something called calories in them. Calories are energy, and that's why we take them in. And your body's going to use those calories, energy, immediately. Some of it's going to get eliminated. Others of it, you know, if you've taken in a few too many calories, more energy than you need, your body's going to store that away for later. Where does it store it? You got it. Visceral fat, whoop, whoop, and that bad fat, and then the subcutaneous fat on top. It's energy. It's just sitting there waiting to be used. The problem is when you start to accumulate too much of it, like I said, it starts to lead to bad things. And we start to look more like this particular silhouette than that sexy 20-year-old body we all used to have, because the fat is accumulating on top of your lean body mass. So why are we talking today? What PHIX does is very, very unique. There are only a couple other things that are known to mankind that can do this. Now, one, you could, if you want to, eat red hot chili peppers all day, every day, and you will definitely get a thermogenic response. That's for sure. But you might not have a stomach lining after a little while, but who needs one of those anyway? And so you could do that. Number two, you could do cold plunge, a lot of them, because a lot of people like these ice baths. They jump in for all the, because what happens when the body temperature plummets, your body wants to save its own life. It goes into a response and it activates the BAT, the good fat, brown adipose tissue. And what that does, it sends a signal through the vagal nerve, that thing I talked about, to the body that says, burn up white adipose tissue, because the shiver is coming. Your body, it wants to warm up. It produces a thermogenic response. And look, you can't try to shiver. It's an involuntary thing because of a response in the body. All right. Now, here's the unique thing about shivering. You're going to burn about 400 calories per hour while shivering, but all the energy comes from your white adipose tissue. Wow. If you could shiver for 12 hours a day, oh, you'd be in great shape in no time at all, but you can't do that. Now, PHIX. What does PHIX do? Here we go. PHIX, remember, matured hop bitter acid. When that enters your body, there's something in your body and every human body called bitter receptors. They're in your tongue, they're in your esophagus, your gut, your small intestine. And when something bitter enters, those things get activated. They go on high alert. They send a signal to the BAT, danger, danger, just like when your body temperature is plummeting. That BAT sends a signal to the brain through the vagal nerve back down to the body that says, burn up white adipose tissue. And all of a sudden, guys, you get that same thermogenic burn for, check it, up to 9 hours. No shivers. None of that stuff is going on. This is because it's a completely different thing. But the process that happens in the body is exactly the same. So you start to get this health journey back to what we would call homeostasis. Your body starts to operate well. Why? Because when you start to relax that vagal nerve, holy moly, it does great things for your digestion, your heart, your lungs, reproductive. It does great things. Your body starts to operate what's called parasympathetically. Rest and digest, everything calms down. And this is a very good thing for the human body. And it all begins with burning up the bad fat. Amazing. So we have an app, there's an app out there. It's called Me360. You can go download this right now. It's free. It's not ours, but it'll tell you everything that's going on. It's going to talk to you about your measurements there, all the different measurements around the body, your lean body mass, sexy stuff, and your body percent fat. That's going to be a bad day. Let me just prepare you. But it's a good thing because you're going to see how your body is getting remodeled, meaning bad fat going away, lean body mass going up. Yeah, I like it. And so that's what this thing will actually show you, what's going on the inside. Like I said, one snap, guys, one snap. You can drop it in coffee. You can drop it in orange juice, iced tea, soda, water, any alcoholic beverage you like. It doesn't matter what you put it in. You can put it back in beer. I mean, they use the hops to make beer anyway, and we put it in there just like that. Just one squirt of this guy in any beverage, 1.2 milliliters, and you get transformation in a snap, body transformation in a snap. And let me just tell you, you post this somewhere, somebody sees this, they are asking, what is that? I guarantee you they ask. And so this creates great curiosity. Now, like I said at the beginning of this, the whole goal was to build a marketplace of products, which we have. We have amazing greens. We have a killer weight management coffee. We got all kinds of other household personal care items, all kinds of stuff. We're evaluating right now. We're adding multiple products this year that are killer products. Every one of them could be a standalone business by itself. They're that good. But when we began to understand what is in this guy right here, and we understood from the functional medical doctors, the hundreds of them that have joined, and the naturopaths, and they were telling us, you guys have found the holy grail of fat loss. As we began to understand what we had our hands on, we thought, man, if this is real, this is going to change the world, literally change the world. Because from a health standpoint, forget the money side, from a health standpoint, this could do great things for millions and millions of people across the globe. And guys, that is exactly what has begun. 40,000 people, the majority of them raving fans because of the health benefits that have come from this. So that's the health piece of this. We have logistics already set up in Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia, New Zealand now, and the US. All that's done. We are working diligently to get this thing licensed in as many countries as possible, as fast as we can. It's just that we got to go at the speed of business. We can't move at the speed of thought. So it just takes time. But we are well on our way to that. Now, give me 4 minutes and I will walk you through the business side, the wealth side of this. You do not need to participate in this, just so you know. But if you'd like to create some income, whether it's a few hundred or a few $100,000 a month, you can do both. So as we share this with people, we have a two-team system. It's called a binary, got a left team and a right team. Everybody, whoever comes in, has to go on your left or your right. That's just where they got to go. Once you become a connector with us, we call it a rep, you get real estate, as I refer to it, in the binary tree. You get a position, and everybody, whoever comes in on that team after you, has to go left or right under you. That means that all the volume that these people ever create, anything they purchase, anything forever, all counts for you. It does not matter where in the world they are, how they get there, who puts them in, or ultimately, or how they get there. Now, whether it's 100 people, 100,000, or anything in between, any number of people, all the people that show up count for you. And every purchase that's ever made, enrollment kits, monthly auto ships people might have set up, just miscellaneous products that they're buying, retail sales for customers, international sales. You can have business in every time zone across the globe. Literally, guys, you could go to bed tonight. I mean, maybe not tonight, but on a night and wake up and you've had $1,000 go into your back office because while you're sleeping, other people around the globe are awake and doing business. And this, gang, is what passive income is all about. So all of that creates volume, and as volume increases, your income increases. So with about 50 people on each team, now look, this is not 50 that you have put in. This is 50 people that have shown up, okay? You might have put 5, 10, 15, 20, and I don't know what the number is, but then they put some people in who share with some other people, who share with some other people, and we're just building a community of people who like the value that they get here. And with 50 on each team, you're looking at about $700 a month, US dollar. That's on the very, very conservative end, let me just tell you. And as the numbers increase, so does your income. And if you, like I said, if you're that person out there and you want to make 100 grand a week, you can do that in our comp plan. Don't get me wrong. That's going to take a lot of time and effort, but you can do it is the point, or anything in between. And we have had massive growth, guys. We are just crushing. I mean, we've had about 5,000 people now hit different ranks, all brand new people coming in and just crushing because we have systems and tools already in place. And this is the game changer. Number one, this guy right here, it's fun, it's viral, it's sexy, it's simple. People like to talk about it. Social media loves it. It's really easy. And it might just be one of the greatest health products that has ever existed, even with all that. So because of that, it enters a world in which we have the global population that is both overweight and under healthy. All of that exists. So our timing, the thing we can't buy, timing, we have it on our side. What we were doing to prepare is about the systems and the tools. See, we have training all done. So when somebody signs up, boom, step 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all there for them, all right there in their back office. Number two, excuse me, we have a marketing platform, this page right here. We call it ACE, doesn't matter. But everything somebody needs to know is in this. So literally, guys, you don't need to know one darn thing. All you need to know is how to do a copy, paste, send. I am not oversimplifying. That's all that needs to happen. It's a sorting tool. So we send that out to people, and they, the ones that are looking, say, hey, what is this? And we start to have a conversation with them, get them on a Zoom like this, and all of a sudden, here they are, they're in, and they're talking to friends. That happens all the time because we have the systems and tools in place. Already done, already complete. Well, not complete because it's an evolution. Wait till you see what we're coming out with in the next 2 weeks. Holy moly, we're going to a whole nother level all over again. So anyway, guys, all that's happened since before you got here today. So if you're looking at this and you're in the US or Canada, or maybe you're somewhere else and you know people here, it's $29.95. $30 to be a rep for the year. That's $30, and you're in business as a real legal business. Okay. All the tax benefits of every other company. And again, that's $30 annually, not monthly. And you get the enrollment kit, $200 enrollment kit. You get 87 servings of PHIX. Some of it you're going to get in the packets, what we call the easy snaps. I refer to these as fun and sexy. And this guy right here, the tincture bottles, serious and sophisticated. So we got both of those. They're the same thing that's on the inside. And so you're going to get those. You're going to get 87 servings that you will be able to know specifically what is happening to you as you start to take PHIX or as you get fixed. And so some people take 2 a day. Many, many, many do because they want that 9-hour burn twice. And some people take 1 a day, whatever. Just so you know, all the trials that were done on 1 serving a day. All right. Hiding nothing here, gang. This is just real stuff, real people getting real results. That's what we're talking about. So for about $240 all in here in the US, do the conversion in Canada, you are in as a rep. Over in the UK, same deal, $30 over there, but it's $170 for the 60 snaps. And some of you might be going, why is it different? Because the UK government told us that we had to do that. So there we are. There's the big answer. The mystery is solved. So over in over in Africa, though, for my African friends who are on here, $10 to be a rep annually. That's $10 for a business. You can jump in with a 30 snap pack for $100, and then the 72 snaps for $200. You got the option over there. Same thing in the Philippines. Same thing in New Zealand. And over in Australia, it's $10 for the 72 snap kit for the $200. So those are the different options we have in different countries, socioeconomic issues, regulatory issues. We're just trying to play by the rules of the game and help everybody as best we can. So all that said 22.5 minutes, right about there. We do a lot of these trainings on Zoom. We got Google research. I encourage you to please go look for yourself, convince yourself, knock yourself out. Or you can just go to Reset and Win because we've taken all of that information and put it in one place so that you can just go there and get it. It's free. And you're going to hear from some functional doctors, functional medical doctors who are explaining how and why this works in the body. Published medical research papers are all there, testimonies, other overviews on the product and things like that are all there at this particular link if you need more information. However, if you are the person that is looking at this and going, wow, that guy talks really fast, too excited for me, but I like what's coming out of his pie hole, and you're ready to take action, you should get back with the friend that invited you. Let them know that you are like, okay, I'm in. What do I need to do next? They will get you a link. And that link will have the registration so you can get started. Get your spot locked in, gang. And here's why. If you're buying a house, as an example, you can stand on the sidewalk and look at the outside of the house, right? And you can look at the paint, you look at the roof, whatever, but you do not know what you're really buying until you get on the inside of that house. And once you get on the inside of that house, then you're going to know. You look around at the plumbing, the electrical, is there mold in this place? Hey, are those termites over there? You're going to find out all that you really need to know about what you're buying. It's the same thing here. You can stand on the outside and try to assess it, or you can come in and see from the inside. Start to see all the testimonies from the different pages. Get on the trainings. Listen to what we're doing, what we've put together. and what's actually happening in people's lives based on what we have here. And so I want to have one person very quickly. I did not ask her if she's available to do this, so I have no idea. But I see Orit. I see that you are on here. Orit, are you able to unmute, excuse me, and share with these guys what has happened with you here, young lady? Let's see. Everybody's always like, oh my gosh, she's calling on me. Then I'm trying to find buttons. Let's see, you're going once. We're going twice. And
Hi.
oh, there you are. How you doing?
Fantastic, terrific. And this is a surprise. Thank you.
I was surprising you. I'm glad to be
Yes.
a minute though.
Oh my goodness, we are excited. I am excited. We are 90 days on the product. When I never see something like that ever. We first dose, it was for us. Oh my God. We felt it right away. My husband and I start dancing. My daughter, she's looking, what's going on? Can I have it too? And guess what? She is on the product, 8 years old, and she's loving it.
Nice.
Yeah, she's having it with her cereal actually in the morning when she's having a cereal sometimes with the milk,
You can
and
do
she loving it. And we enjoy sharing the product with people. We have a great team. Um, and people see results. Together in 2 weeks, we lost around over 20 inches together.
Wow.
We're still losing fat.
There you
That's
go.
the key. We're sleeping great. We realized Carlos was suffering from tinnitus on his ears. We realized it's gone.
Hey, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And very interesting. He didn't even know that until he was talking with somebody, and I guess something told him to put a phone on his ear, and suddenly he was hearing perfectly fine.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he was suffering from neuropathy for a year and a half. Is gone as well.
Nice.
But we're sleeping great. We're feeling fantastic. A lot of energy, clarity, very productive on a regular basis. It's a blessing, and I think everybody needs to try and be on this product. And thank you so much for everything you're doing, Terry. It was a pleasure as well meeting you in Vegas last time. We will see you again soon. Thank you.
Come on. All right. Thanks so much for sharing, Orit. That is fantastic stuff right there. And guys, like I said, we've had 40,000 people join. We could do that. We could do that and all day long, honestly. We just have people sharing. But if you like what you're seeing here and you've seen enough to make a decision, get back with the person that invited you, let them know, hey, I'm in or I'm not, whichever one it is, just let them know. And like I said, we do this numerous times a week. Tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Not on this link, on a separate link, there is a training that marketing platform I talked about. The team that put it all together is actually going to be training on it. And I'm just telling you guys, we have no one in the industry has what we have with that part right there. No one. No one's ever seen this. But where we're going here in the next couple of weeks, wow. I mean, we're going to a whole nother level. So you want to understand this because we have taken, I mean, we've just completely simplified how this can go and how it can grow. So anyway, if you like what you're seeing, get back with your friend. We look forward to seeing you on the Zoom tonight. We've got Zooms tomorrow. We got Zooms going on Saturday. So wherever we happen to see you, we'll look forward to that. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of the day, night, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. Take care.